Hey, you guys, I'm so excited to spend some time with you and teach you the new part of our memory verse. So let's go back and let's practice the first part of our verse, and then I'm going to teach you the new part, okay? So the first part says, I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. Great job, you guys. That was Galatians 2, verse 20. And now we're going to learn the next verse. So the first part says, I do not set aside. So we're going to take our hands, and it's almost like we're pushing something aside. I do not set aside. Good. So I do not set aside the grace of God. And so for grace, our grace that we receive is from God. And so we're going to have our hands. It's almost like this, the motion for sun, the grace, but it comes down to our hearts. So I do not set aside the grace of God. For if righteousness, this is the word for righteousness, if righteousness could be gained through the law, and this is law, like the rules, the laws, we have to follow the laws, right? So I do not set aside the grace of God. For if righteousness could be gained through the law, Christ died for nothing. Wow, that's pretty powerful. Let's try putting that all together. You guys ready? It says, I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. I do not set aside the grace of God, for if righteousness could be gained through the law, Christ died for nothing. And that's Galatians 2:20 through 21. Great job. You guys did such a good job. And I love this verse because it just reminds us that God gave us this gift of grace. He loved us so much that he came down and died on a cross for all of us. None of us can try to earn that love. None of us could try to pay him back. And God doesn't ask us to. He doesn't ask us to be perfect or to be perfect in the law in order to get that love. He just gives it to us freely because he loves us. Isn't that amazing? Oh, that is so encouraging. And I hope you guys feel encouraged. Go home and try looking that up in your Bible. Maybe underline it in your Bible and try writing out the words so that you can really remember them in your heart. Well, I hope you guys have a great day, you guys, okay? Have fun. See ya.